Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Viva Cafe con Leche. It is Thursday, the last Thursday of the month of July. Holy crap, it's already the end of July. So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Viva Cafe con Leche. I am the badass Buddha, Dr. Lori Monaco, and I am coming to you from Southern Connecticut. It's nice and brisk out today. It's not too bad, but the humidity I think is going to go up and the heat. So anyway, so I am your authenticity speaker, teacher, coach. I am a chiropractic physician, fat eviction specialist, and upcoming author. So good morning and welcome.
Buenos dias. Good morning, Lori. I love your hat today.
Oh, thanks.
What's the special occasion?
A bad hair day, and I got tired of wearing the baseball caps.
Oh, it fits you. It fits the whole dress and everything. So thank you for enlightening us today with it, as I am having a problem with this darkness. Good morning, mi gente. I am Margarita. I am your spiritual and creative healing life coach, your author, your writer, your artist, your notary, soon to be end of life doula. And welcome to Viva Cafe con Leche. And I'm having a bad hair day too. Look. But hey, it's okay. It's only here. And those were the wise words from my granddaughter when we had to cut her hair because the chemo was making it fall out. And I started crying. And she looks at me and she says, "Don't cry, Grandma. It's only here." So that's wise words from a 6-year-old that I carry with me.
Yep, that's the truth. And you can always cover it up, just as I am doing today. So good morning. And Tiffany is on. Looks like Tiffany's the only person on this morning so far. So Tiffany, you win the prize that you are the first and one and only on. So we're going to assume that a lot of that has to do with the fact that it is the middle to end of summer and that people are going away and they're out and about. So we're looking to make sure that the flow stays flowing as we go into September. And our Janice is on. Good morning. There must have been pressure because you're at the house.
No, he's on his way to work. So thank you, Henry, for coming on.
Thank you, Janice. We appreciate that. So then Tiffany says, "Love you both." We love you too, Tiff, and we're very happy that you're such a steady viewer and tribe member. So we appreciate that. So yes, So how's everything going over there? How's the weather? How's your week been? You've had a lot of training. You've had a lot of interesting stuff this week.
And I was on the road a lot yesterday, and it's traffic. And every hour that I'm in traffic, I wonder where the fuck all these people come from. And if you're working from home, why aren't you working at home? Why are you on the highway? And it's just like
it's all tourist, isn't it? Are they?
Oh my goodness! It was just Highway 60, 275. Interstate 4, 75. It was all like tons of people on it. Then I came here because, I'm working on the merchandise. I sent you pictures yesterday, last night. I know it was late. So I don't know if you got them.
I did. Yeah, I got them. They look good. And I like the models.
Yeah, right. And then my daughter's like, "It's already 10:30. Might as well just stay over." So I was like, "Oh, thank God I brought my laptop." So here I am. It's like, it's already.
Sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. And so, everything is what you make it. So although I was stuck in traffic, and I apologize for missing an interview yesterday, that bothered me for the whole ride over here. And it's like in Connecticut, we could say, "I'll be there in 5 minutes," and we'll be there in 5 minutes. Florida, you're like, "Okay, I'll see you in an hour and a half," and I'm still in Tampa. It's like, what the heck? And I missed that I'm around the corner. Like Bridgeport, you can get from Seaside Park to East Main Street in literally 10 minutes, whether you did the highway or the streets. And it's just not like that here. And I've been here 15 years and I'm still not used to that everything is in West Bumblefuck.
Well, it's actually, I have a family member that's that's there in Florida, and he's originally from New York, and he said the big difference is that like in the Northeast, you always have, and it might be elsewhere too, but Florida's not this way. In the Northeast, you always have more than one way to get places. So it's like if the highway's booked, packed, you can go onto the secondary road. And if the secondary is packed, you can go onto a tertiary road. It's like you always have a way to get there. But in Florida, it's like you're limited. It's like this or that, and this gets packed, that gets packed, and it's all packed. And because Connecticut is crowded. I mean, so, and I think, and I'm seeing this now, that I think everybody's just out. Everybody is wanting to get out. They were tired of being in. For those that are working from home, they know the freedom that they can be on the road and be somewhere and still work. So they're traveling, which is great for tourism. But the one thing that I've noticed is the prices are absolutely outrageous. It's not just gas, it's just even common things to purchase. Hotel rooms have gone up, verbos have gone up, and I get that, everybody's trying to make up for lost time, but at the same time, I just don't know where everybody is. I don't know how everybody's footing the bill, let's put it this way. Like, there's a certain point of it, and then like even the housing market, it's it's still crazy, and people are like, they're bidding wars. And I'm gonna be that person that just waits for another few years to buy when everybody's foreclosed on, and I'm gonna get it at rock bottom price. That's my 5-year plan.
I'll drink to that. Yeah. So it was, and then in the midst of it, I had to breathe at a stoplight and breathe and say it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Because if not, you get worked up, you get road rage, and then you cheat yourself out of your day. So I didn't want to do that to myself. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, Anita. So I just wanted to.
And Michelle. Good morning, Michelle.
Oh, Michelle.
Yeah.
Gwen.
And Gwen. Good morning, Gwen.
So I was just like doing my breathing technique and saying, you know what? No pasa nada. No pasa nada. And just kept going. And then I got here, and then I went and had lunch with my grandchildren and did a Walmart run with them, and that was it. It was a good day. I didn't allow anything to get to me, although I got to me. See, the outside stuff didn't bother me. It's what I forgot bothered me for most part of the day. And then that's it. And then I'm like, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to sleep at like almost 1, and then I stay up for a whole other hour. So yeah, I'm tired. I'm sleepy tired. But other than that, life is good because it's a beautiful morning.
I've gotten used to long distance driving from when I was speaking, and then traffic. And I've just, I mean, there's moments where it's just annoying, but then there's other moments where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to use the time wisely. And so I listen to a lot of podcasts or, YouTube personal development, things like that. So it makes the time go by, or sometimes I'll even literally put in a movie, whether it's like from the Gaia Network or just a regular movie. I mean, I'm not watching it, but it's just to listen to it so that you're distracted from the frustration of the traffic, and it's not even, traffic's even, so to speak, because some people might be in areas where it's not like stop traffic or stop and go traffic, but it's just volume. Even volume's a little nerve-wracking because so many people forgot how the hell to drive. And so it's like, you're going steady with a group of people, and there's always some dumbass that's got to like weave in and out, and then like it like almost cause an accident, and you're like, what the hell? And then that really gets at you after a while too. So yeah, it's really and
the common courtesy. Now that you brought that up, the common courtesy at a 4-way stop. They go, you go, I go. But no, now it's they go, and it's like you got to beep, like, what's up? Like it's my turn. Because if not, you'll be sitting there for a while. And I noticed that even in coming out of the shopping centers, when there's a way people coming this way, and then down the main road, like they just keep going. So even common courtesy in driving and just that's like dissipating, and that causes road rage.
Yes.
Or the horns honking. Like yesterday, I went at the gas station and a truck is pulling out, and he was pulling a trailer, so he was like taking that bend kind of slow, and the truck behind him was, and I'm like, that would make me go slower. I don't know. It's not gonna make me go faster. And I'm pumping my gas, and I'm looking at these two pickup trucks, both pulling trailers, and I'm like, where are you rushing to?
Yes. That's what our Janice just said. There's a rush to get nowhere. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So
Well,
you know what? What the pandemic taught me is I'm okay being home. I hate that Walmart still is not open 24 hours, but Walgreens and CVS is. Because that was the time I would go get whatever I needed for the house was at 1:00 in the morning at Walmart, because the daytime shenanigans are dangerous. They can be dangerous, with just stupidity happening all around. So yeah, road rage is at its worst with COVID. Yeah, because the fear factor of everyone sitting home listening to stuff that just puts layers of fear on you. And then when you go out and let's say you're in a crowd, then you're angry because people are a little too close to you, or somebody's not wearing a mask. So then you're prejudging and putting your judgments on other people. Well, stay the fuck back. That's my main thing. And then the traffic. It's like people are sleepwalking and sleep driving. To me, that's how I just put it down. And so, good morning, Arlene. Good morning, Carmen.
Thank you, Carmen, for the compliment. Thank you.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Actually, so speaking of the honking of the horn, you want to hear something really annoying? When we were on the road trip, we were at a toll booth, and there was they have the Easy Pass, and then they have, I forgot what state it was, but you required a ticket, And what happened was somebody must have got in the wrong lane, and the truck, and so what they started to do is they started to back up, and the truck oh, no, I'm sorry, I take that back. What happened was they were getting in the wrong lane, so they cut quickly into the next lane to get into the correct lane, and they cut in front of a truck driver, and the truck driver laid on that horn nonstop. Like, it wasn't just a long, blow and that was it. He laid on the horn from the time there was like somebody already at the booth, and from the time they cut in front of him until the time the person pulled out. Like, it was the most obnoxious, annoying effing thing that I was like annoyed by. I wanted to so badly be close to the truck driver. Really, like, what's the point? You made your point. The dude, cut you off, and you're all slowing down anyway. So, you pick your battle seriously. And I get it. Truck drivers really see annoying behaviors from drivers, because people in cars, we really don't know how to drive with trucks. I mean, they could be annoying too, but we really don't. We cut in too close. It takes them longer to stop. So I get that. But man, you do that for a living, you need to seriously like check yourself at the door, like seriously, because that's just it. I'm like, I left there going, oh my, I wanted to punch the driver, not the car driver, the driver of the semi, because it was just too much. It was just too long,
But what if that car was like the 10th car that day that cut him off, and he's high, maybe. So yeah, I think we all just have to have a modicum of respect on the road. And
yes.
And when people need to cut in, I don't push up like, oh no, I let them in. And I know the car behind me is probably pissed, but I let them in. You know why? Because why are you not gonna show the same courtesy you're gonna expect other drivers from? And that's how I live. I'm not gonna do anything that I wouldn't want done to me. And I'm not going, let's say I need to get in because, I just need to get in. I need to get somewhere. I would like somebody to let me cut in. And how does that come to be? By you doing the same thing. It's a give and take. You have to give something to get something. You have to give respect to get respect. And that's life. It's balance. And I know a lot of people who I've driven with people who would not let anybody give a pass to anybody to go cut in front of them, nothing, but they're always cursing at another car because they're trying to squeeze into somewhere. Oh, why don't they let me go? And then start honking and everything. So yeah, I guess when you're in those experiences, you know how not to behave in your car.
Yep.
But the horn of a semi is so annoying.
I know. I agree. So
I'm gonna let the dog in. So keep talking for a minute. Because if not, it's gonna be barking. Come on, go.
So we'll talk. So thank you everybody for the compliments on the hat. I wore the hat today because I'm having a bad hair day, and it was just one of those things. But yeah, I think in the end, what the lesson here is, there's moments where you're going to get pissed and you're going to react, and it is what it is. But I think we have overall in this world we live in, we've become way too reactive. And when we react more than we respond. Respond is a mindfulness approach where you think before you say something, do something, whatever. And so, there are moments where you got to react. If somebody cuts you off and they almost kill you and you need to swerve, you got to react. And if you're going to flip them off, I mean, that's a natural response and you have every right, But if we take into perspective or consideration and really quickly analyze the situation, say, was it really that dangerous? Was it this? Was it that? I think we would, and then we respond instead of react. But anyway, so yeah, I think, and that's the conversation that we're going to have today too. We're going to be talking with our guest Stacey. She's going to be popping on soon. Hopefully.
Yes, that'll be awesome. But our Janice, that's right. Anita Laura should have never watched that movie. What was it where it was like a 3-part, and then one of them, the kid sees an accident on the highway with logs, and then he's on the highway and the logs fall off and kill them. I don't know what it was, but she's always saying, oh, I feel like I'm in that movie. And it's true. What Henny says is true. A wrong shift in that truck, in that cargo, anything can cut off, open, and then it's catastrophe on the highway. Yes. I just think they're bigger. Respect them. It's like elders. Your elders are older. Respect them. Final destination. Yeah. I look at Anna, remember, and Henny quick. And that's how we have to do with these trucks. Give them the respect. These men drive all night. They're driving. They're hungry. They're annoyed. Their ass hurts. It's 1,000,001 things. So just give them the respect of the road, because they're not allowed in every lane. So, and they are like the motorcycles who weave and then go in between on the highway and, traumatized for life. So yeah, so I get you. That was a good subject. So everybody on, remember the deed for today, the work we have to do today is respect the road and everyone on it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm not sure where our guest is. I know she sent me she sent the message to the Viva page this morning stating that she didn't have the link, which we send the links out with the invites. So I did give her the link this morning for today's show. And I'm not sure where she is. So hopefully she'll pop on soon, because today's conversation is I love you, I like you not. And it's a really, really good conversation, because we're always talking about self-love. But what if in the case you actually, love yourself, but you don't like yourself? Because there's a difference, there's people that when we say, and really kind of, it's almost the same, because when we say practice self-love, really means self-like, because it's just like saying that, like you love your kids, but you don't like, or you like love a family member because your sibling, but you don't like them. Mm-hmm. You love them because, they're your family, they're your blood, but you don't like them because something about their personality doesn't jive with you, whatever. But we could be the same for ourselves. Like we could say that, well, I mean, I love I love the things that I do, but I don't really like myself. Like I don't like the things that I do, but I love me as a person, but I don't like the things that I do. And it sounds like it would be like, wouldn't even make sense. But then again, when in our minds do we ever make sense when it comes to things like self-esteem and and self-sabotaging? So it's never, so it's, anyway. So yeah, hopefully I really
But
don't.
it's like, I think, because I do that. Um, I will love somebody for who they are, but not like the things they do or have done.
Right.
And I think when it comes to that, those moments for ourselves, I think that's just the universe reminding us to put ourselves in check. Like, why am I not liking myself right now? And it's like, it's a check. Like, get
Yep.
back in line. Like, I think when you can actually say to yourself, or think, I'm not liking me right now. Think why. What are you doing, or what have you done up until that moment that has you thinking that way about yourself? Because there's a lesson in there. There's a message in there. So don't just go over, I'm not liking myself. No, I gotta love myself. No. Why? Why? What? How? What is it? How can I change it?
Right. That's what our Janice is saying. How can you bridge? Well, we're hoping to answer that question this morning, our Janice.
Yeah. So, and I think that when you may not like the way you react, the way you think, the bad thing is, so working modifying these things because you love it. That's what I'm saying. But a lot of us are so quick to go on in our day, or we get stuck on stupid with the judgments of others. And because right away, if we don't like something about ourselves, we're quick to judge somebody. And it could be like, why am I judging this person? Why am I upset or bothered by what this person is doing? It's because you need to go into the bathroom and look in the mirror, because you're judging others when really it's yourself you're upset at the moment, or you're not liking because you did, said, or even thought, because you live with yourself for the rest of your life until the day you die. So even our thoughts are the most poisoning to us. It's like they do more damage to us than a brujo, than other people's haterisms. Exactly, Gwen. We're harder on ourselves, but we never take the time out to figure out why, how to say, okay, Margie, what's going on? The way we do for other people. You can hug yourself. You can rub your shoulders and says, okay, Margie, what's going on? What's really going on?
Right.
And write it down, because thoughts are fleeting, and sometimes the best advice you can give to yourself just goes away with the wind. Like when the badass Buddha and I are talking, she said this the other day. We gotta be having like this fucking phenomenal conversation where we deserve to be on Oprah, and then either one of us will say, okay, what did you say? I'm gonna write it down. And we're like, I don't know, you didn't, I forgot, because they're fleeting. And let me tell you something, I put a table and a chair in every room in my house with a notepad on it, because I'm tired. Even in the middle, like I get these phenomenal ideas for a story when I'm taking a shower, I'm washing dishes, or I'm driving, where I can't just stop and write it. And so write it. You are the author of your life. We're all authors. We all have a story to tell. We all have a story that we need to modify so that it is custom made for our spirit to carry through our lives. So don't blame other people. Don't be mad at other people's successes. Don't be angry at other people's creativeness. Because we all have that. So all you have to do is become in tune with yourself and then carry out. Artists are not only people with a paintbrush in their hand or a pen. They're people who create. This weekend when I was in Orlando, Maritza Figueroa, she creates these boards with how she cuts fruits and cheeses and all that. And it was beautiful. And so she's starting to create that and sell that. And it's like your presentation. It's Lori wearing her hat today. We are all creative. We all own ese don. So what happened? We are not focusing enough on our inner selves to bring out the best of us. So what we get upset because we look around and other people are accomplishing things that we know that we would have been 2 steps ahead or right along with them had we moved our ass. Well, then When you start with that and it comes full circle, why are they there? They didn't even put in the work. I've been working on this for years, blah, blah. And when it comes back, it always comes back with you didn't put in the work.
Yep.
Whether it be writing your thoughts as to what's making you not like yourself. Because when you walk in confidence and when you walk in self-love and self-trust and self-belief, there's no mountain you can't move.
That's right.
You know, so that's what we got to focus on. And this subject today is so perfect, badass, because we both have tons of things to talk about. We all have tools to share, and we all have all those empty closets in our head that need to be filled with knowledge from others' experience. So this is a give and take. Badass Buddha, Gladiator Guru, the tribe. This is where we are in kindergarten and we're sharing everything. Yes. We're not the only ones here providing, but you guys say a lot of things. Like Henny says, I think that many of us walk around with blinders and miss out on the everyday lessons we encounter and dwell on the negative. So it leads to self-sabotage and dislike. And you know why that is? Because to many, ignorance is bliss. Because once they are aware of something they have to do, then they get mad because if they don't do it, then it's their fault. And they don't want to be the blame of the demise in their life.
Yeah.
They want to blame everyone around. So if you express something, and I know many people who tell me, oh, shut up, you think you know it all. Well, right now from where I'm standing, bitch, I do. So what happens is when you don't want to learn about the most important person in your life and things don't go as they should, look in the mirror, mama, because it's not your haters. Because let me tell you something about haters. I love haters. I love to know haters. I love when I know who my haters are and they think they're getting over on me. You know why? Because they ignite the passion in me. Oh, okay. You hating me because of this? What are you going to do when I elevate? You're going to blow up. So what they do that. The haters are placed in our lives not to cause us chaos or destroy our dreams. They're there to remind us to get off our ass because we were given ideas and we were giving gifts that we're throwing away. God does not breathe life into us every day for us to be stagnant. It is for us to accomplish what our purpose is in this life and leave a legacy as we're building a legend for who we are. So that's how you have to look at all of that. So it's okay not to like yourself, but just don't dwell on it. If you don't like yourself, write it down. Why am I not liking? What did I just do? Did I just fart in public? Did I pick my nose? What did I just do? Did I put my foot in my mouth when somebody asked me for advice or when somebody said something sympathetic? Did I laugh and make a joke? Because we do that because we don't know what to say. Write it down and then put it aside and then go over it that night or the next day. But do something for your betterment because we can't save you. The badass Buddha and I can't save you. Do we look like Captain Save-A-Hose? Yeah, we are. But anyway, we can't save you all the time. We can only explain to you what's the course to take, how to navigate through it.
Yep.
And because we're working on that same thing ourselves. We're not perfect. Who's perfect? Nobody. But just because we're life coaches and we do what we do doesn't mean that we don't have those rainy, thunderous days.
All right. Are you ready to get Stacey's waiting?
Oh, yes. Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry.
I thought you can see. You can't see on your end?
See.
Oh,
no.
Okay. All right. I always thought you could see on your end. All right. I'm sorry. So we're going to bring in our guest, Stacey Rosenman. We'll have her quickly introduce herself and we'll get the rest of this conversation going. So good morning. Stacey is in the house.
Oh, good morning.
Hi. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
This is exciting.
So quickly, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody and then we'll get you into the conversation on I love you, I like you not.
Okay, yes. Fabulous. So hello everyone, my name is Stacey Rosenman and I specialize in freedom from trauma. And why you might be wondering, well, I've been through quite several experiences in my life and I've had to deal with a lot. So for the past 35 years, I have been studying the 4 pillars of healing: emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental. And in order to really heal fully, you have to balance all of these. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fun and it's a lot of work. I found that starting really at the spiritual level is the most important part to organize and get everything else together, because we need to live our truth and we have to free ourselves from fear, and we have to be, we have to have uncompassionate self-love, and we just need to love ourselves, and we need to learn who we really are. It's a lot of work. And I do this through my healing incubator, through meditation, energy medicine meditation, primarily.
Yeah.
Starting that way.
Say that again slowly.
Energy medicine meditation. I've been meditating every year for at least an hour a day doing energy work. I start at the top of my head and I release all negative energies through my body. My body vibrates at such a high level all the time. I've been able to heal myself from, actually, I just had my 40th operation. And right now I'm dealing with a fractured occipital bone, which is in the back of our head. It's part of our skull. I actually have a traumatic brain injury right now that I am dealing with. This happened a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's okay. I'm doing really well. I mean, it looks challenging, but I am out walking every day, connecting with nature, which is really important. It's a really important part of us learning how to connect with ourselves, with self-love and loving all of nature, which is just an incredible way. So,
it is.
Yeah, but I just had my 40th operation and I'm pain-free, I'm medicine-free, and I'm happy as can be. And I have been able to learn how to do this through the energy medicine meditation. So I lie down on my bed every morning for an hour or more. And I send this whole vibration through my whole body. I start at the top of my head with a bright white light. I put like an egg around me. So I'm inside of this egg, which is a pure light. And it's all clearing out all negative energies. And I do it, I relax. I do come to my third eye, crown, third eye, throat chakra, heart. And I just keep going through the chakras, but my arms, my shoulders, my neck, my chest, and the breath work is so important, to be breathing properly into your diaphragm and not breathing shallow. So a lot of people don't even know how to breathe properly. And this is really, really important. And we need to learn how to get out the stale the stale breath that we have in us and get in enough oxygen to fully function at our best optimal, level.
But I must say, Stacey, for you going through all of that, you look absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. I'm staying positive. We have a choice of how we're going to think about things through our belief system, the words that we use, our dialogue, and, our beliefs. And that's part of with the whole negative self-image of how people, get stuck in a place of not really liking themselves. And the unconditional love is so important. Unconditional self-love and compassion is so important. And we need to get deep and deep down into the core of our being, of who we really are. And this takes a lot of work, and people it's not fun at the beginning. It's fun in the sense that we're growing, tremendously, but it is a lot of work. And then learning to live in a state of gratitude, having an attitude of gratitude will change your life. So just, investing time and energy in yourself, there's nothing better that we can do for ourselves than having self-love.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You girls look beautiful.
Thank you. I had to finagle the light out here, the natural light. But yeah, that's, and what are the steps to the breathing? Like, can you share 3 top ones with the deep breathing?
Yeah. So, I can do it. Let me take my glasses off. I'm going to do this right now with you. So I'm going to, let me get, so I'm here. You can see me. I have to see how it is. Okay. I'll just sit up like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe in through my nose, and I'm not going to just breathe into my chest. I'm closing my eyes. I'm relaxing my whole body. I'm just like limp. I can go into this mode within seconds. It does take some training, but once you start doing the training, you can go into this. I'm already in my zone where I need to be for the energy work. My whole body is vibrating at such a high level, and I'm able to talk through this. It's like look, we're one person, but you can do this. It does take some work. So breathing in through your nose, your stomach will expand. when you do this. So I'm going to be quiet and do it for a second. Put your hand on your belly and your belly expand. Releasing all that negative energy. And we're going to do it again. Another deep breath in through your nose. Your stomach expands and out. Your whole body is relaxed. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your neck is relaxed. Your eyes are relaxed. You can relax your tongue in your mouth. Your eyes are closed, and you can feel the energy just going through your entire body, coming in from the top of your head. And there is that bright white light over your head. Just imagine a bright white light, a big bright white light shining down on you, or the sun shining down on you and coming through your body. We're going to go through our eyes and our nose and our mouth and our neck and our shoulders. We're going to release our shoulders. Your right shoulder, your shoulder to your elbow to your wrist, and into your fingers, and let the negative energy come out of your fingers. Okay. Now we're going to go to the other shoulder, to the elbow to the wrist, and let that negative energy come out through your hand and your fingers. You can actually see it sometimes. You can feel it and you can see it. And we're breathing in through our nose, deeply into your stomach. Stomach expands. And out. We're going to bring this energy down into our chest and down into our stomach, our back. Feel all the ligaments and the muscles in the back relaxing. Into the pelvic area. All this positive vibrating energy is beautiful, soft, and relaxing. And into your right hip. Your hip to your knee to your ankle. And make pretend there's a door at the bottom of your foot. You're going to open that door and you're going to let out all the negative energy. Let it just all come out of the bottom of the foot. And when it's done, we're going to close that foot and we're going to go to the other hip, your left hip to your knee, bringing that positive vibration of energy through with the light, pushing out all the negative energy from your knee to your ankle. We're going to open up the bottom of the left foot and let all that negative energy out of the bottom of your foot. You're breathing in through your nose. Your whole body should be relaxed with positive energy and vibrating. We're going to bring the energy at the top of the head. We're going to bring it down to our head, our neck, our chest, our arms, our stomach, our back, both of our hips and our legs. And we're going to bring it and let it release the rest out of the left foot. And we're going to close that door. We're going to shake our hands. Roll your shoulders back a little bit. Okay, move your head. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And open your eyes slowly. Hello, I love you.
I love that you say
that was really fast, but I do that and I lay there for at least an hour. There's sometimes I lay there for 3 days and do this when things are really, really tough. I mean, I've had some major operations where I was bedridden. I was bedridden for 4 years at once, where I lost my memory for 1.5 years. And I started doing this intuitively. And then I wanted words for what I was doing. So I started studying 35 years ago. And I have over 39 certifications in alternative medicine modalities, in fitness, and in trauma. And I'm studying, believe it or not, another 50 more, taking my time doing it. I'm giving myself 5 years. I'm studying one right now, Yo Chi. It's yoga and Tai Chi. I'm so excited. And I'm rewriting my book, Empowered by Adversities. I think I'm going to call it The 4 Pillars of Healing, though. So I explain all of this and the emotional, the physical, the spiritual, and the mental, and how to do this. And I'm really excited.
Yeah, it sounds very exciting.
Yeah.
Well,
so life is good, right?
let's get back to our genesis. So let's talk about the title. I mean, I love you, I like you not. What is it that causes people to get into that idea of, okay, I mean, I don't, I love myself, but I don't necessarily like myself. And like our genesis question, how do we bridge the gap going from that? How do we, what do we need to do for ourselves aside from things like meditation, which is the mindfulness practice. So it's just calming the spirit and calming the self so that you can be open to other stuff. But what's the programming that we have to put in?
Well, we have to find out what our purpose and passion are, who we really are, what it is that we really want. Because, from like to the age of 7, we have our subconscious is created, and it's, the things that we learn from our parents, from school, from our friends, from TV. And that's created our belief system and our thoughts. And there's different exercises to do, where you can write down and different like specific meditations for being able to do that. Besides this one that I just did for like the spiritual or the physical connection. But there's questions that you need to ask yourself to understand, well, is this a real thought? I mean, at my age right now, this is how I was, basically structured when I was young, but is this my belief system today? Do I really believe these things? And we need to write down, you were talking about writing things down, like making a list under, spiritual, body, social relationships, for the different categories, and write down with the beliefs that you have, but is this a true belief today? And if it's not, cross out that belief and write down other ways. Well, this is, it's a lot of soul searching. It's a lot of work, but it's the most magnificent thing you can do for yourself. Because once you start to grow and develop who you truly are, I mean, I have the chills. We're unlimited. We can do so many things, and just to be able to explore that and live your truth is just incredible. I mean, you girls are doing it and you're sharing so much with everyone, and this is just incredible. But we need to get back into who we really are, having that awareness, the awareness of your breath, the awareness and the compassion to other people, being empathetic, living in a state of gratitude. But that's something else, learning how to live in a state of gratitude just by writing 3 things down a day that you're grateful for, and put it on your mirror, on your refrigerator, on your bed, and then every time you go to a negative thought, you have to get that awareness and just stop yourself for a second and you think about, what is it that I'm grateful for? Okay. Let's say I'm so grateful for my cat. I love my cat. My cat makes me really happy. So I'm going to start thinking about all the things that my cat does. Animals are great for healing too. What is my cat, all the things that she's done. And then, okay, say a minute later, I'm going to have a negative thought again. I'm going back to that thought. You do it again. And you keep doing this. And eventually, it doesn't take that long. It becomes your new normal. But you want to write those things down. You want to find out about your belief system and your thoughts. It's really important. You were saying write it down. So you can say, well, this is not really, and this is who I really am. So you can cross out the negative ones that you're not anymore or that you don't want to be, and write down what you do believe and what you want to believe. And then that's part of the whole manifestation, manifesting things and then having the synchronicities in life, and just things happen one after another when you start living truthfully and loving yourself and living the life that you in your heart and your soul really, really want and need.
One of the exercises that I do with my clients is that I make them take a piece of paper and the long ways and fold it long ways. And on the front side, I have them make, in the left column, put what I like about myself, and in the right column, what I love about myself, and then have them flip the paper over onto the back, and on the left column, put what I dislike about myself, and on the right column, what I hate about myself. And they just list, they just list. And I say to them, listen, if at this point in time, if the hate and dislike list is longer than the like or love list, or maybe you don't even have anything in the love list, that's okay, because it will shift. but you have to identify first the things that you don't like or you actually hate about yourself before you could change them. And then symbolically, I say to them, so take that piece of paper and either hang it on your wall or put it next to your nightstand with the like love side face up, so that you see that, and then you work on shifting what you dislike and hate about yourself to the like love side, and you're right. I mean, it takes effort. You have to take action. You have to take the steps necessary to shift this. But the question is like, you were saying, is ask yourself on those dislike and hate lists, those that column, those columns, to say, is this true? Like, what is this really true about me? Like, do other people see this? And even if they do, because sometimes people can be haters and they'll say things to you, but is it really, really true? And then if it's something that I don't like or hate about myself, then what can I do differently? What can I change about myself to rectify this? Like, for me, one of my things was years ago, on my hate list, I put that I'm too sensitive, because I'm a very empathic individual. And as a result, I would get stepped on and taken advantage of, and I would cry easily. And I felt like it was a sign of weakness. And the interesting thing was that actually flipped to the love side, and where I said I'm sensitive, because that became a very big, important tool for me as a coach and as a speaker, to be able to have that empathy and be able to be so vulnerable to connect with the audience or connect with my clients. And what ended up happening was the piece really was my idea of the vulnerability piece. It's that I felt I was being vulnerable and weak, but I'm the one in charge of making the change. So I can say, well, no, it's about boundaries. It's like, if somebody took advantage of my sensitivity, that's on me, because I didn't set a good boundary, but I could still be sensitive and have a really healthy, strong boundary. So, but again, it took you to I had to identify it to be able to change it. And Gladiator Guru always says, you can't know the good unless you know the bad. You can't know the light unless you know the dark. So you have to identify those negative things to be able to switch them and flip them into a positive.
Can I say something?
Sure.
The great thing is, though, I mean, yes, we have to, or we don't have to, but most of the times when we go through some very challenging, you can call it traumatic, challenging. I try not to use, even though, they are big, they could be huge, you know what I mean? But I call them challenges. So, okay, wait. Okay, this is the problem I'm having. I start talking I'm dealing with the brain trauma. I don't remember what.
We don't have brain trauma, and we do that all the time, right, Gladiator?
This is the only problem I'm having. Wait, what was the last thing you said? I'm really sorry. It's okay. So frustrating.
You just lost your train of thought. We were just talking about how flipping, right? We were flipping the
right. Okay, I got it. Okay, thanks. So you can learn by going through horrific experiences and challenges and traumas, or you can learn from us right now. Learn instead of having to go through that and wanting to learn this whole process.
Well, ideally, of course. Yeah, no, ideally. And that's the point. That's why you say it. But unfortunately, for a lot of people, some people have to hit the rock bottom before, they make the change.
Most people.
Yeah, yes. So the goal is to not, but, throw out the breadcrumbs so that they maybe don't go too far down,
Yeah, but you know what? Being resilient is very, very important too. Learning resilience is so important, because for, example, I mean, this happened to me. I gave myself a couple days. I gave myself a couple pity party days. I said, that's it. I laid there, I did my energy medicine. And that's also when I do my energy work, that's when I get a lot of answers. Like if I need to figure something out really big, and I can't figure something out, I go and I lay down, and that's when the answers come, and I keep that pad beside me and I write it down. So I gave myself like 3 days of pity party. I said, that's it, up, let's go, it's time to get back. Okay. People stay there for years. They stay there for life. I mean, I know things that you girls have been through, and things I've been through, and there are things that people never get over. but learning how to be resilient and learning these different techniques that you girls are talking about and that I'm talking about help you come through things in life so quickly that you can turn around like I did in 3 days where people never would. And I'm talking about, major, major things in life. It could be, the death of a loved one, or it could be a rape, or it could be a horrible car accident. It could be, the loss of a parent. It could be so many, the loss of an animal, the loss of a job, the COVID, whatever it is. But learning how to learn what our truth is and incorporate it and start expanding that and growing on that and becoming a bigger, better, more passionate part of ourselves. That's the name of the game.
Yeah. It is.
Name of life. Law of life.
Yes, absolutely. Is any loss, a divorce, your boyfriend don't want you no more.
Yeah.
How you deal with that loss is how the impact. And like the three of us could be sitting there and we all got dumped or ghosted, but we're gonna handle it differently, right?
Yeah.
So and it's learning exactly. And when you lay in bed after you do your energy work, I think that's the best thing, because my business, Crickets Whisper, the mission statement is, we have to, after we do prayer, meditation, energy work, we have to sit in silence, because that is when the answers come. If we meditate, pray, or do energy work, and then we're quick, okay, I gotta go, I gotta pick up my kid, I gotta go to the grocery store, it was for naught, because you're not giving the universe time.
No.
And we have to give that time. We have to silence the noise to listen to the whisper of hope.
I spent years and years alone at home. And I mean, at the beginning going through this, because this is over 35 years, I've had surgery every year for 35 years, sometimes 2 and 3 a year. And I just go right through them. To me, having surgery, and I know this sounds crazy, but it's truth, is like going to the dentist and getting my teeth cleaned or a tooth pulled. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but I know how to go through it with a very positive mindset, state of mind. I don't know if I necessarily want to say mindset, but state of mind, where I'm able to reach down and I'm able to pull out those tools that I've learned over the years. So, I mean, people, they don't want quiet. They don't want stillness. They get bored. They get lonely. And these are the times, and these are things that we need. Yes. I mean, whether you're just giving yourself 10 minutes or an hour, you need that quiet and that stillness to grow and develop, these types of things. But also, we really need it to feed our soul.
But I think that's the when in our age of everything is so fast, and the technology and the buzzing and the electromagnetic fields and all this stuff. But the reason people can't and won't do it is because they have to go within. And that's the easiest way to avoid themselves is to make every excuse. Oh, I can't sit still for long periods, or I have to have TV on, or I have to do this, and they have to, because the moment that it's not on, they don't know what to do with themselves. And then they have to face truths.
Right.
Sometimes it's not like a bad truth. It's just that they're like, wow, I'm like really not an exciting person, or it could be like, I've been avoiding this conversation, or I've been avoiding the situation. And I swear that I really believe that. I think that's why people just do not turn anything off, because the moment they stop, they go in and they hear that conversation, and they can't deal with it. And I think that's the biggest problem with society, is that we are a society of massive avoidance. Distraction. We distract ourselves to avoid what we really need to do. And that is going to implode. It's imploding already. It's been a slow implosion, but now I think after this last year, especially year and a half, I think people really, really need to stop, because there's so much going on right now, and it's the only change that happens has to start with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then it goes global,
There's another couple techniques that I really love. Like, I do happy dance therapy. That's one of the things that's in one of my courses. It will be a certified course. But it's called Happy Dance Therapy. Just to get up and to move. You want to move your body. You want to get things, you want to release them. You just want to feel free. Just movement you know, and going outside and connecting with nature. You can go out inside and walk or just, you know, sit on a chair and put your feet on the ground and connect with nature. Or you can go outside and do this and talk, you know, be with your friends. But just to go out there or to do artwork, you know, just sit down and throw that paint down, you know, do some, you know, beadwork, whatever it is, even cooking. You know, these are different ways of doing mindfulness activities and meditation and connecting with ourselves in silence.
Yep.
Oh, that's beautiful. Because that's what I was saying earlier. Look at me later. I didn't have enough coffee.
But there's no such thing as time.
that we all have. I can't get over. My granddaughter did my nails last night.
Okay.
We all have that gift to live an abundant life. We all have that talent. We all have that avenue that is healing. We've all been given the tools. We just need to acquire within. People think to be an artist is because you hold a paintbrush or a pen, but it's so many things. It's the happy dance. It's the fat eviction specialist. It's how you can express something to somebody for the betterment of them. And I think that's our biggest gift when we are of service to others. You know, and it's through whatever form of art we do, your breathing techniques, your happy dance, the fat eviction specialist, you know, the transformational coaching she does. We all have that. And I think when you quiet the noise and you sit in silence, you'll know which road to take after that. Which boulevard is your fucking boulevard of the day.
Mm-hmm. And you can always change it, right? If it's not the right road, you come back and go another way.
Yes, that's the beauty of, you know,
we can change it anytime.
Yes. But you gotta be willing to put in the work. The bottom line is you have to put in the work. You have to clean it up. You have to fix it because it's you. That's it. You can ask 50 people for advice, and guess what's going to happen? When you got to make the decision, it's always going to be what you first thought it was.
Right.
Don't waste your time or anyone else's time and energy by trying to assist you in something that you already know the answer to. Just have enough self-love, self-like, and self-belief to say, I'm going to do this. Make a decision and do it.
And knowing that you are enough, that you are enough, and love yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like yourself.
Do all this right now. I feel like, you know, we all go through that. Oh my God, my hair's a mess. I'm looking at your eye makeup and the way you made it go, like from the inline here, the way you have it, like from here into your eyebrows. I'm loving it.
Oh, thank you. Well, I can't do my hair, so it's a mess, but it's okay. Mess is good. I'm happy.
That's it.
Right?
Yeah. Beautiful. Go ahead.
I love you, girl.
No, go ahead. What, you were going to say something?
No, I was just saying that I'm happy. And I think, you know, real happiness, like we're talking about, comes from the inside. It's not about the outside. It's not about materialistic things.
Right.
Like people are looking, what can I buy for myself? You know, and when I get a bigger house, I'm going to be happy. When I get that car, I'm going to be happy. When I get that job, I'm going to be happy. When I get this, I'm going to be happy. But it's the simple things in life that make you happy. Simple things. And it comes from within and from loving yourself.
Yeah.
All of that happened. What are the simple things? Lori and I love to walk barefoot. I love to walk barefoot in my yard.
I'm always barefoot.
In the house. I'm barefoot now. It's like I hate putting shoes on unless I even drive barefoot. If I have something on. Why? Because I need to feel like I'm connected. I don't want to displace myself. I don't wear name brands. I'm not materialistic because at a young age, my father taught us, don't love anything that can't love you back, right? So love you in the things that you do. And if you love yourself and you're focused on yourself, you don't have time to be nitpicking at what other people are doing or comparing what you're not doing to what other people are doing.
Doesn't matter anymore. Who cares?
Yeah, because you're treating yourself and being angry at the other person. The other person don't know that you're upset that they're doing something that you're not. So inquire within. So if there's a takeaway today from this show from me to the tribe listening is take time after this show or at your lunch hour or whatever and inquire within. Whatever's bothering you right now, write it down. Take like 5 minutes of just silence. Close your eyes. Do the breathing technique you just learned this morning. And then, because when you get ready to write something down after that, it's going to be different. And if it's not, then you need a whole fucking day of breathing and energy technique. So
I think taking a walk too. Taking a walk is just huge. Just go out and connect with nature. You come back and you're going to feel so exhilarating, releasing the endorphins and just feeling different.
yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll have sex.
Fantastic. So Stacey, how I know we have it here, so I'll put it up, but how this is good. This is how people could reach you. Is there any other a website that you want to share, or
my website's being done right now. I got a little hold up because of the situation. It should have been done already. Or my email, Stacey Rosenman, STACY. There's no E in my last name. It's ROSMAN 7 at gmail.com.
Perfect.
That number.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just send me a message, instant message on Stacey Rosenman on Facebook, The Real Bionic Woman on Instagram.
Right. Exactly.
And the Real Bionic Woman is because of your surgeries?
Yes, I have titanium and metal in my neck, my shoulder, my back, my knee, and my ankle. I am the Real Bionic Woman.
I remember you told us that. I just wanted you to repeat it because I think everyone else needs to know that.
You know what? I'll tell you, I've been like a pretzel. I mean, stretching is very, very important too. I've been like a pretzel. Flexibility is really important. It will keep you young. And that's one of the things also. I'm going to be doing a bed video exercise later today. How to exercise in bed, if you got a problem with it.
And what's your YouTube channel?
That'll be on Facebook and YouTube, Stacey Rosenman. It's Happy Holistic Healer and Empowered by Adversity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you put my name up and you'll see my pictures and my videos and stuff.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much, Stacey, for coming.
Thank you so much. You're beautiful, beautiful ladies.
And no, it's so funny. So actually, I got to just put this up before we go. Anna, she said, "Oh my God, I thought of Bionic Woman immediately." That's great.
Thank you for touching the hearts of our tribe today. So, I mean, everything, like we talked in the beginning, Badass Buddha, and about balance, and everything happens as it should. You came on the show when you needed to be on the show. Today must have been something, an energy that many people needed to hear. So, thank you for joining us and for sharing.
Love and gratitude to everyone.
Thank you so much. And so Tribe, before we go, today's Thursday. So on Tuesday's show for next week, we're going to be talking with Kathy Tate, Slashing Social Norms. And on Thursday, we're going to be talking with guest Carrie Klimas, Mastering All Areas of Your Life. And it is Thursday. So tomorrow is Friday. So party like it's 1999. I don't know. I'm showing my age. And and everybody have an absolutely fabulous weekend. Gladiator Guru, you have anything last minute to say?
Yeah, I know school's about to start for many, at least here in Florida. My daughter told me
crazy.
When school starts, her company opened up full time again, where they have to be in the office every day for the 8 hours. So the best of everybody, if this weekend you're going school shopping and work shopping, because we used to work in our underwear, just remember to be kind and to be grateful of what you're doing and be aware and be just, when you go out there and someone's acting the fool, just smile at them and keep going, because sometimes that's the best gift we can give strangers. So just
real quick question. So what do I do to go to your YouTube channel, take this and share it on my channels? That's the best way.
You go to the YouTube and you just grab the video and then just share it. Yeah. Yep.
Okay,
exactly.
Yeah,
I think there's a little lag time before when we hang up to get to the, but it's live right now, but it'll be a little lag time. So yeah. All right. So great. Thank you, Gladiator Guru, for saying that.
Come on my podcast, Empowered by Adversity.
Sounds good to us. Let us know what we need to do. Sounds good.
Let me know. I'm for it. We're for it.
I'll contact you later today.
Okay.
All right. And for those of you that are going back to school, holy crap, because it's July, or it's actually the beginning of August, but holy crap. And just don't forget, if those of you that are going back to work or whatever, you can always watch this. You don't have to watch this live. So don't forget about us. Keep going with us and share and spread the word and get other people to learn about our platform. So anyway, from the Badass Buddha, have a great weekend, everybody. And remember, be you, be real, and be extraordinary.
And from the Gladiator Guru, remember to breathe in the beauty and breathe out the bullshit. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone.